It is Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, and that means it's time for Dr. Reese Live. It's been 3 years, same time, same place. I appreciate all the peekers and the seekers checking in on social media land, and of course, our beautiful members here in the Zoom room practicing their head to toe healing, many of which came out to the meet and greet this past Saturday. Thank you all so much. I'm sure there's plenty to talk about. Wow, what an event, huh?
What did you think about the meet and greet? How was it?
It was good, you know. I thought it was uh, a good event, and I got stuck in traffic on the way, so there was a delay.
Yeah, I did notice a little bit of rain on your coat. Were you dodging raindrops that day too?
I was, I got hit at one point, and then security had an umbrella over me, which made it look super dramatic on video. Let me tell you. But yeah, yeah, I was sitting in traffic for a long time in the back of the SUV, just hanging out. It's like, all right, well, I'll get there when I get there.
Yeah, a lot of people expressed the same thing and came in a little bit delayed. It was a challenging afternoon for sure.
Yeah, and yeah, a lot of people came in from long distances. It's pretty cool. So
Yeah, it seemed like we had representation from all corners of the country, which was phenomenal, and Canada too.
yeah,
Thank you, everybody that came out to visit with us. It was so nice to see you all in person and share stories and give each other hugs for the first time, putting faces to screens instead of just all the Zoom calls. It
yeah,
was awesome.
yeah. A few people had Dr. Reese T-shirts, which was interesting to witness.
Yeah, one of our members, she embellished hers with a lot of bling. It was really cool.
Yeah, yeah,
She took it to the next level. It was awesome.
yeah, yeah. It went well. I didn't see the food. I didn't see any of that. I was so busy doing the books, after I got off stage, and then they whisked me out of there, and off I went. So, but I heard it was great. You
So
know,
those of you that are in the members room, what did you enjoy most about the meet and greet? Can anybody share a little bit?
Yeah,
Oh,
Tiger's
uh,
here.
hey Keith, how are you?
Wow, thank you. It was quite an event. Um, Grateful for all the people I met, um, the friends I made. Even in my hotel, the doctor talked about the traffic, that silly soccer game that they had going on really caused a lot. But I met so many great people that are in the same place and um, never done anything like this before in my life. So it's like I said in the when I was sharing about it's the season of the spring for me. I truly feel that there's so much opportunity, and my life is going in a completely different direction than 5 years ago. I'm really I left my heart was full when I left there. That's for sure.
nice. Well, it was nice to meet you, Keith.
Nice to meet you too. And I wanted to say I met three podcasters, two at your event. I met Joe, and I met your friend Kevin. I sat with Kevin while I was eating your curry. My fingers are still yellow from the curry from the chicken. But on the way home, on the flight home, I sat next to a woman that was in the military, and she told me she had a podcast too, but I never asked her what it was. And I was sharing my weekend and my life, so to speak, and just how happy and joyful I was for everything that I've experienced. And as we landed, I had to ask her, I said, what is your podcast? And she said, Chase Your Happy is the name of the podcast, Chase Your Happy. And it just seemed fitting that that's what I did this weekend, was chase my happy. And it was quite a, I can't even express how overjoyed and humbled I am by everything that I experienced.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Karen, thank you so much for driving me to the bus stop.
Oh, my pleasure, Stella. It was so great to meet you in person. You're a jewel.
You are too. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
And the food was really good. I had a little bit, and you know, the way I can tell it was good food, that the next day I felt good. I didn't get a headache or stomach ache, so it was good quality food. Thank you, Dr. Reese.
Thank you. I had leftovers the next day. That's it.
You certainly had a busy day.
Yeah.
It was jam-packed. Sue,
Yeah.
did you have
Thank
something you
you.
wanted to share?
Yeah, it was really great to meet everyone. And thank you, Dr. Reese. I really enjoyed meeting with you and you signing my books for me. And I really appreciated everything. In fact, I tried to duplicate your curry chicken yesterday. That was really wonderful. The food was great. It
Yeah.
was just great to see everyone face to face. And I was sitting next to somebody on my flight, and I was all excited, and I was telling them about the Medical Monopoly book, and she's going to purchase one.
Nice.
So I was very excited about that. So yeah, it's about spreading the message, like you said.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Step 12, spreading the message.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all.
Oh, thank you for coming. That was great to see you. Give you a hug.
Yes, thank you.
That's awesome. And
I want to let
anybody that,
everyone know, okay, I want to let everyone know that my wanted t-shirt is in retirement. We need a new one, Dr. Reese. We need found alive saving lives. That's what you should do next.
Found alive, saving lives. That's good.
Yeah, and then we'll embellish that. And everyone's asking me to embellish. Anyone wants an embellished t-shirt, I'll embellish it.
Oh, it was great to see the T-shirt though, and there's a picture floating around online of me and you with that T-shirt. So it was great to meet you. It was great.
It was great meeting you too. And honestly, I never, ever, a year ago, if you told me I would be doing something like this, I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I would not believe it. So I'm really glad to be here. And I had a great time.
Very cool. You know, Karen,
yeah,
last Tuesday I came up here and I said I don't know what I'm going to be saying, right?
that's right. You didn't.
Well, yeah, I didn't. I didn't. I really, truly didn't. I went out there and I just let it come. And I thought the message was solid. I haven't seen the footage yet, but it's all being edited and all that good stuff. So, but I think I did share some secrets though, maybe. Well, we'll keep it on the stage on that microphone.
It was a great day. A lot of people heard incredible messages. A lot of people shared incredible stories too. And it was just fantastic to interact with one another for the first time in person, well, for a year. So thank you so much for putting it on. It was awesome.
Yeah, again, it's never gonna happen again. It was, I mean, it was like not that far off from being a wedding or, or something like that. It was a lot of moving parts, a lot of organizing. And so the idea is to, if we do this again, it would be in a retreat type of setting and all members. Because there were some peekers and seekers there. And the members can spot a peeker and a seeker from a mile away. You just know them right away. And not that there's anything wrong with a peeker or a seeker, but they're just not in tune yet. They're not there yet. And you can tell those people. And so we want to make sure that the members are taken care of. We love our peekers and seekers, but they're not members. And so
Well, with the individuals that were looking at our program and decided to come and they weren't quite members yet, I spoke with quite a few of them and they were really intrigued about what you have to share, what the concepts are with head to toe healing, because it's different. I actually had a conversation with somebody today who I met for the first time on Saturday, and she's looking into joining the membership because it makes sense. She found us about 4 months ago, similar to most of you that are online right now. And if you're watching this on a Facebook Live or another platform and you have questions, pop them in the chat. We'll try to get over to you to get those questions answered or respond to you later. But the thing about what we do with head to toe healing, most of us have been on a journey of trying to seek answers and solutions for healing, but we're not getting those answers when we go through the regular channels. And that's what's different when you explore, first off, some of these books, and you look at these books, Piece of a Pain or Medical Monopoly, you get a better perspective of what head to toe healing is and how it might benefit you in your life to turn around whatever chronic condition you are experiencing. So start there and then reach out to us in a DM or go to drkevinreese.com, hit our start page, because that, you're probably wondering, how do I begin? How do I get into the members room? Well, that's the best way to start, is just going to drkevinreese.com, explore our website, read a book, and go from there.
you know what my favorite part of the event was?
What was it?
Seeing Sean sign an autograph.
Absolutely.
I was like, I told you that was going to happen. Oh, it was great. It was great.
I signed the book too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really? Levi signed the book. And by the way, Levi turned 24 today. Shout out to Levi.
Happy birthday.
He's 1 year away from growing a frontal lobe.
Happy birthday, Levi.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Levi.
24.
Getting old.
Yeah, getting old. Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday, dog.
24.
Happy birthday, Levi.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So we had some individuals this last week that had some remarkable changes, and I was wondering.
Can we hold off on that for 1 sec?
Oh, absolutely.
I wanted to check in with Ryan real quick.
Okay.
Ryan, are you there?
He's here.
All right, he is here. Ryan, what did you think of the event?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit crazy doing the whole production end of it as well. And I was mentioning this, when we used to do events, we just show up, do a presentation, sell some books, and we're out. But doing the whole thing, hosting it, renting the hall, doing the catering, doing the filming and the audio in-house, man, you're right. It's way closer to a wedding than a health lecture that I'm used to.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryan had a line down the hall to see him too.
Yeah, I also didn't make it to the catering.
See? Oh man. Did you sign any autographs?
I did 2.
Okay. There it is. See? The team gets in on it too, you know? That's great. Yeah, it was fantastic having Ryan here and Karen here. You know, having kind of a full house in the office. And you know, when I walked in, Karen had a whole new table just out doing work. Just a fold up table.
When there's a will, there's a way.
And there's
There
a-
wasn't a spot, so I had to create it.
Right.
Just like what we do. We're creating new things, new ways for people, treading the path.
Right. Right. All right. Well, we can open it up and see what the deal. But it was great to see Deb too. Deb, I see you. Great to see you. Is Annette here?
Good to see you too. I had fun.
And I got to meet all the husbands too. Yeah. And Maria and her husband too. That's great.
Oh my gosh, and no black eyes?
What's that?
No black eyes? No black eyes?
No black eyes. No. No, I was gonna do it. No, the security was tight. Security was tight. For sure. Is Annette on this call right now? Karen?
Let me look.
I don't see her.
I don't see her either.
Okay. All right, well, we can go to the comments.
Okay. Let's see here. A lot of birthday wishes for Levi in the chat. Everybody is sending you love.
I feel it.
Somebody, Teresa said, I finally got my fur rescue instructions. Any suggestions? I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's for her animal, her little fur baby. Jeanette, are you in the room? I know that when we were on the members call last Thursday, you had shared some pretty amazing things as far as your progress. Would you mind sharing some of those with Dr. Reese? I know there was a little bit of feedback on your audio, so hopefully it will come through clearly.
Is it coming through clearly now?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yes, I actually have had several different breakthroughs just in the last couple of days, really. I was actually able to bring my O2 level up, yes, on the oxygen, but I had never hit this level before. I hit a 97
Wow.
with my oxygen. And I've not been able to hit that ever before. I started out at a 79 originally. But as Dr. Reese had stated, my posture is that I was laying on my lungs. And my second win is that I am sitting upright. I am sitting erect. I am not leaning forward.
Right. That's great. That's great. The oxygen going up, it's pretty exciting, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And Jeanette, weren't you sharing that when you started the posture classes, you were having difficulty getting on the floor, that you had to start
Yes,
in a different
yes,
position?
yes. Actually, I could not get down on the floor. So I had to start out the posture classes in the chair. But I actually end up going down on the floor now. Not a problem at all. Adjusting with putting my feet up into the on the posture block, doing my exercises there. And then the biggest part of it all is getting back up. I don't have to worry about falling down anymore because I can get back up.
Yeah. That's great. That's good confidence right there.
That's incredible. Didn't you also say you're getting more mobility, so you're able to do more things than you used to?
Yes, yes. Actually, even today, I actually worked around in my kitchen for probably a good 45 minutes before I had to stop and sit down. My feet no longer turn red. I don't lose the circulation in my feet at all anymore. I don't feel any kind of weakness in the legs anymore. The back, after a while it does. I still have symptoms in the back. It kind of goes into a spasm, but that's expected. As I strengthen my back, I realize that that's starting to heal. So being on the enzymes, I think it sure has helped, and the other minerals. I'm sure all of it's adding up, definitely making a big difference.
Awesome. Keep updating us. Keep
I
the
will.
progress going. Keep the progress going.
Definitely now, yes. It's gone too far to turn back now. I'm going to be back to being me and playing my guitar shortly.
There you go.
Yeah.
And how long have you been at it, Jeanette?
Not quite 2 months yet.
And
I
all those
haven't hit
changes. Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
And
those
this
first
was, I never thought that I would see this day ever come, trust me. And, to top it all off, I mean, I'd lost my husband back in the end of July. So I was pretty forlorn for about 6 months. I had no future. But now, this day today, I have a future. I'm clearer of mind. I am stronger in my body, and definitely moving forward. Definitely.
well said. You're on your
Thank
way.
you.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Jeanette. That's awesome.
Sure. Thank you guys for being there. If it weren't for you guys, I don't know where I would be, honestly. I appreciate every one of you.
And a couple other wins that we had actually from last week. I don't think we got to these. So we had one from Denise. She said last weekend she spent the weekend sharing head to toe, 4 hours sharing what she'd been doing, comparing vitamins and minerals, bought the Reverse the Cause book, and watched her friend reading it, then answering all the questions, and then asked one food-wise ingredient snack, which would be the best snack for dinner. And then they gave me only tiny tomatoes, cheese, and a banana. But I was told that I look 30 years old instead of 60. So that was a huge win for her.
30 instead of 60.
Yeah.
It's a big gap.
It's a big gap.
Yeah.
And then Liz, she's in the group right now. She says she got rid of some precancerous cells on her cervix, a clear smear test. They were surprised, but she wasn't. She's really happy, and she says thank you.
Nice. So Liz, they found cancerous cells in the past, obviously.
They did.
And you went back for the checkup?
Oh, they were going on and on and on like ridiculous as usual. And they made me have this dreadful, I don't know what it's called, dreadful thing I had to have done, burning away and all the rest of it. It was awful, the whole thing. And anyway, he said to me, I might have to keep having these the rest of my life. So I said, oh, well, I didn't really think a lot. Anyway, it's all finished and done with now, thank God.
So they retested and the cancerous
Yeah.
cells are gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really want them to retest, but they did. They insisted upon it.
Yeah, of
Because I
course.
thought they'd be. Anyway, they did it and they've all gone. So completely clear.
Yeah. Good progress, as usual.
Yeah. Proof in the pudding, basically.
Yeah, you know, we're not surprised by this stuff. You know, it just...
No, I wasn't either, to be honest.
Yeah, that's good.
I just thought, yes, that was it.
Good
But
for you.
probably I've said it to the others in the other groups as well, but I just wanted you to know.
Cool. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. And thank you.
We had another testimony from Denise. She said also to tag on, my husband's new win, his shaking of his head and hands are gone. And he didn't even notice. She had to bring it up. And then also he had a rash on his head and that's gone too. And his energy levels have gone up. No more sitting in front of the TV for hours. And he's 72. He's outside moving large rocks and helping her take care of the baby chickens.
Well, there you go. Husbands can heal too. The wife just has to convince them.
They're the tough cases, for sure.
They're the tough cases, no doubt about it.
Well, and that's the thing, if you're out there and you're wanting to help somebody else that is having chronic issues, they have to want to show up and they have to want to do it and have the desire, because there's no way you can do it for them. Sometimes it's best just to lead by example and get started on your own.
Right.
Karen, that reminded me of another win that I have had, a big one, huge one. I don't know why I actually didn't mention it, was the fact that I don't have anxieties anymore. It's been 3 weeks since I've had an anxiety attack. They were horrible.
It's been how long?
About 3 weeks since I've had one.
Okay. Nice. Very, very nice.
Were you experiencing them for a really long period of time before, like a year or just a couple of months?
Well, probably close to 8 months, because when it was just before my husband had passed away, because he passed of he was a Vietnam vet. So if that gives you any clue, he didn't he suffered a lot toward the end. So it was hard. But the anxiety attacks started hitting when I'd lost him, and they were atrocious. But those are all gone now. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel better. I feel full. I still have my emotional moments. As Dr. Reese says, you got to cry it out. So I allow myself to cry it out, but alone, when I'm alone.
Yeah.
Because my daughter can't stand to hear me cry. So I do it alone.
There you go.
She's a girl.
Let it out. Release it.
That's what Dr. Reese tells me to do.
Thank you for sharing, Jeanette.
Yeah, sure.
That's such a remarkable testimony. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're feeling better.
You know, like I always say, you know, the big miracles happen in those first 4 months, typically. You know, we just see so many symptoms go away, and then there's the other ones that take longer. But once you get through those first 4 months, you know, the confidence and the faith builds, and then that helps you heal even more. It's a snowball
That's the
effect.
key word. That's the key word. You have to have faith.
Right.
I was robbing yours. I was going on your faith. I was going on your strength. I was going on your belief. And that helped me through, especially initially. Now I'm going to be able to help other people. That's going to be great for me.
Right.
You're a shining light in the community, Jeanette. Thank you so much. It's wonderful.
Thank you guys. You guys are shining lights.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Reese, I was talking to someone earlier today, and I was wondering your take on this. So it's a woman, she's a mom of 2 kids,
Yep.
ages 1 and 2 years old. And she's not really herself anymore. She cries at the top of a hat. She's really sharp to respond, a little snappy, sometimes agitated. Do you think it could be hormone related, or do you think it could be something else?
Oh, no, mindfulness. I mean, just storing the energy in you, not accepting life. Non-acceptance is poison.
Coach Ryan, do you have any input on that one?
Well, doctors and the internet tend to blame a lot of things on hormone problems as if that's an explanation, but a hormone problem is not a root cause, right? There's something behind causing a hormonal problem. And a lot of times it is mental, it is mindfulness, at least in part, and a lot of times in large part. We spoke about this a couple weeks ago on the Wednesday live, especially women. You know, they're worrying about their whole family, all their friends, especially, you know, when they get to a certain age and now all their friends have all these diseases and everything. So they're worrying about everyone and often neglecting themselves in the process. This is not every woman here. It's such a common picture. But yeah, hormone is that's the easy way out. That's the cop-out explanation. Something else is causing the hormones to be off. And on the mindfulness front, it could be, you know, you're stressing mentally, it causes high cortisol. When cortisol is high, practically all the other hormones are off, low, or just thrown off. And of course, we need tons of different nutrients to support our whole hormonal system, the adrenals, thyroid, everything.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, hormones come from glands, right? Pretty much. So we're talking soft tissue. So we're, you know, you just keep going back and back and back, and you're right back to soft tissue deficiencies, and that's why
Those
we get
deficiencies are very common, and these are some of the most important nutrients that we're talking about too, right? So yeah, it's no surprise you start to have hormone problems, and that usually have some structural problems in there as well. There's just a bunch of obvious deficiencies, so correct them and the hormones usually fall in line.
right.
Can I say something?
Sure.
It's all emotions. And most people do not want to feel emotion. They just want to escape. Everyone, men, women, children. And the thing is to just feel your emotions. Forget about hormones. I agree with Ryan 100%. It's not hormones. I never had any of that. No hormonal problems. I'm very big with sitting and crying and feeling, period. It's the mindfulness. That's why I recommend highly the Purple Book, Dr. Reese.
Yes.
It's the most important and most difficult thing to do because you're facing your fears and you're facing your pain. And people want to escape, 100%. I stay alone, crying and crying and crying. I don't want anybody to see me. You have to feel your emotions.
That's right.
Period. There's no other way. Nobody can do it for you. You're the only one. And you got to take responsibility.
Well said.
Thank you for sharing, Stella.
You're welcome.
No, I mean, that's it. Like,
Excuse
so,
me.
yes.
Ryan, excuse me, Dr. Reese, Ryan is absolutely right. Everything he says. And Dr. Reese too. Both of them, you make a great team.
Thank you. Yeah, Karen, it's like sometimes people can carry something with them. They might feel dense, like really heavy, you know? And sometimes just having a cry will release all that.
It's true. And unfortunately, the way society is today, we're supposed to just stuff those emotions and not deal with them. And it makes it worse, and it compounds, and then it can develop into those chronic conditions that so many of our members are trying to get rid of right now. And that's why how you've put together the three-prong approach, like the stool with 3 legs, with clinical nutrition, musculoskeletal support through the posture therapy, and mindfulness, by having those 3 elements for head to toe healing, it is the best approach. And it allows people to heal in a different way than they've ever tried before. It's just, I don't know. I guess the testimonies can speak for themselves.
Right. That's right.
Mimi was saying in our comments over here, she loves the family element of the head to toe healing and the support. The love is truly precious. I'm very thankful that I found you all.
Yeah, the community is strong, right?
It is. It is, it is. We had some additional questions. Let's see here. There were a couple other testimonies that came up this last week. I just printed them out. So Deb was in our posture class and she provided some feedback. She said she's so thankful for these classes from a person who used to go work out at a gym 6 days a week. And then I ended up doing nothing because of my health. But now she's able to do these classes and recover, which is great. And then I don't know, I was going to see if Tony was online with us today. He might be in the other part of the world, so he may be sleeping right now. I'm scrolling through our names to see if he's here. But he shared a story in posture class on Saturday saying just before starting PAT with us, he had injured his left shoulder and he was unable to do the snow angels, which is one of the exercises. This past Saturday, for the very first time, while on the floor, he decided to try them again, and he was finally able to do it. Which is great.
There you go. Progress.
Yep. And then
These little wins add up.
They do for sure. And then from the mindfulness class, one of our members was sharing, I used to trust the overlap with people pleasing, but now I've learned not to be a people pleaser and I have more clarity.
Okay.
And then Mark, he might be in the room. I thought I saw him earlier today. He had mentioned that through mindfulness, the road rage is transferring, it's transitioning to gratitude and counting.
Yeah, you know, on the road is a great place for mindfulness training.
It's the real test. The road rage will get you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the road rage, man. Getting cut off or somebody flashing you the bird or Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have a share.
Or just traffic in general. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yesterday I was commuting back from Connecticut to my home, and I was on two different planes. And I've said this before, but going through the airport, I always look at everybody's body. I'm a people watcher. And looking at their bodies and just seeing how everybody's posture sadly it needs some help. It needs some love. It needs some posture alignment therapy desperately. There's people with everted feet, hip hikes, twisted bodies. It's just sad. But what I wanted to share was when I was getting off the first plane, they made an announcement that the wheelchairs were ready upon exit for people. And I thought, okay, that's great. That's nice. When I left the plane and got off the plane, there were 8 wheelchairs waiting for people. I thought that was just so sad. And it made me have a little bit of gratitude though for the people that are members with us, that they're doing things to take control of their health and their life so they aren't necessarily in that position. Because it was just sad. And then when I exited the second airplane, there were 4 lined up. And I just thought, there we go again.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, I was going to pop over to you and see if you noticed any sort of questions on the socials that people were trying to ask Dr. Reese.
Oh, there's lots of questions. There's always lots of questions. Andrea on Facebook is asking, I have severe feet pain. The soles towards the back, they hurt so much in the morning. I eventually get used to the pain, but this started in the past few weeks and it's not going away. That's the wheelhouse we got.
Yeah. Plantar fasciitis. Yeah. It's a posture issue being pulled. It's all being pulled up through the calves and the hamstrings and all the way up to the glutes. And you need to read one of our books and prove to us that you're serious, and then you won't have it anymore.
Almost certainly there's other pains as well, right? That might be the main thing bothering her right now, but almost certainly there's other physical pain or obvious metabolic dysfunction, blood pressure problem, or, overweight or blood sugar, arthritis, something.
Yeah.
Very rarely you see one problem.
That's why we do the analysis, so we can see all the symptoms, That's why it's such an aha moment for people to see it all in one fell swoop. It's really an eye opener.
You get a lot of people too that didn't even realize how bad things were until they filled out even just the symptom score. They're like, wow, I have 20 problems. I didn't really know, because you shuffle a lot of them away and you focus on whatever the main thing is. People don't usually just list them all out like that, and it really smacks you in the face if you have 20 different problems.
Yeah. Yep.
Dr. Reese, I actually submitted into you a redo of the postural, so you'd be able to see the improvement after the past month and a half or 2 months in the program. I wanted you to be able to see the changes that were made. So I don't know if you've actually had a chance to see those yet.
No, I haven't. Karen?
Yeah,
Or Ryan?
Well, Denise has another win. So Denise, do you want to just come on live and share your win with us? Oh, let me see. Maybe she can't get on here because she's a school bus driver. So it says, another win for me. I feel so good that I'm going to stop being a monitor on the school bus to the driver. I've been trying to do that 8 years. I am studying and I'm going to get my CDL. So you're going to become the driver instead of the monitor. That's incredible, Denise. Thank you for sharing. Congratulations.
Yeah, Denise has come a long way.
She just has win after win after win, which is fantastic. Any more questions over on the socials, Ryan?
Yeah, of course. Someone is asking, Rosa here, I want to help my son. 2 heart attacks, diabetic, taking a lot of medicines.
You can't help your son. Your son has to help
I was going to
himself.
say, that's the question. Does he want help?
Give him the red book. If he reads it, he passes the test. If he doesn't, then he fails the test. And if you pass the test, then you can move forward and get help. But nobody is ready to heal unless they can read the book. I mean, come on.
You can't make somebody else healthy any more than you can make somebody else fit.
Right. Right.
It's too easy to be unhealthy, right? It's too easy to just keep doing what they're doing. As you always say, Dr. Reese, this requires work. And your doctor never told you that, right? If they're not willing to put in the work, then you can't do anything about that. What you can do is get them information, point them in the right direction, encourage them, be a good example yourself.
Right.
Sometimes you need to beg them to try it and see, but they have to commit to actually trying it.
Yeah, sometimes it can take a year or two to get them on board, it's frustrating, but you just have to take your time with them, give them grace, because when the teacher is ready, well, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, and they may not be ready for that teacher yet.
It's taken me several years with some of the people closest to me.
Yeah.
Thom is asking, woman of 80, cholesterol level of 429, can I assume inflammation?
No. You can't assume it. There's other markers that go into that. CRP is more effective for inflammation.
Inflammation's another one of those easy cop-outs. Like, of course there's going to be inflammation involved, but what does that really mean? It's not really actionable information.
Right.
I would assume severe metabolic dysfunction before that. Inflammation is a consequence of practically anything that goes wrong in the body.
Right.
But if you just focus on inflammation, that's what doctors do. They give you anti-inflammatories. And you could buy herbs and some vitamins and stuff that are anti-inflammatory, but you have to actually fix the metabolic dysfunction.
Right.
A lot of people are relying on turmeric like it's a drug, right? Taking 20 capsules a day, saying, oh, it helps my inflammation. Yeah, but why do you still have inflammation?
Right. Right. That's right.
I think society's kind of got to a situation now where everybody has, I shouldn't say everybody, the majority of the population goes on the fact that as one ages, their body falls apart and it starts to hurt and it starts to be in pain all the time, and that is normal. It's not normal. Those are warning signals something is going wrong in your body, because your body's designed to heal if it's given the right environment. And that's what we do in our Head to Toe Healing membership, is give your body the right situation, the right environment so it can heal itself. And that way, as you age, you can gracefully age and not be a burden on friends and family. And that's really, it's an amazing goal to have and actually achieve. So many of our members used to be in pain, but now they're flourishing. They're doing activities. They're walking or running up and down stairs again. They're playing racquetball, pickleball, they're having a great time. And if that is something that you desire to do, being active and flourishing, go to drkevinreese.com. There's a start button on the page. Check out more information.
Well, yeah, and of course, look at Dr. Reese as an example. He's 117, right?
What a full head of hair.
We have a member in our members room, Colleen. She came to the meet and greet and she said, after driving 700 miles total in 2 days for the meet and greet, when I got home Sunday night, I had no pain. And that was a great win. Thank you so much to all the coaches.
Yeah,
Thank you, Colleen. It was great to meet you in person.
absolutely. You see, that was the trick to the whole event. I just wanted everyone to drive long distance and hop on planes so they could see that the pain was vanishing.
Colleen was even helping us, unload all the audio equipment and stuff. It's a pretty amazing thing that people who come into a program because they have chronic pain are able to, lift crates after that, after not too long.
Yep. And when the pain goes away, people want to do that. They want to put in some physical labor because they're like, wow, I couldn't do this, 6 months ago.
Felicia was commenting the same thing. She said, I was walking yesterday and thought I should be in pain after such a long drive, but I was walking freely.
Felicia had me sign like 37 books.
Deb said she did her posture therapy for an hour today and then cycled 80K and felt great.
Nice. Well done.
Someone in the comments, Facebook, asking, anything in this book that can help with newly diagnosed rheumatoid arthritis?
Well, rheumatoid is one heck of a word. Arthritis is one heck of a word. They're just words. What you want to do is get after the body from head to toe.
I think a lot of people are still confused by this, and even at the meet and greet on Saturday, we had one woman who was
A peeker and a seeker.
listing off her symptoms, one by one, and you were pointing out how it was all connected, and she really, you could see the wheels spinning where she was trying to understand.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little more? People say, well, I just want to work on my blood pressure. I just want to work on my rheumatoid arthritis. But that has no relevance to us. Why?
Yeah. Everything is connected. The body is a unit. If there's something wrong with your ears, got to look at your feet. If there's something wrong with your feet, we got to look at your ears. If you have a migraine, I want to see your elbows. If there's something wrong with your elbows, I want to see your glutes. If there's something wrong with your glutes, I want to see your calves. Like, everything is connected. Stop zooming in. Zoom out. You are a unit. So all your little diseases play no factor here. 0. All your 3-syllable words, your 4-syllable words, and your little diagnosis, they don't matter.
Well, and that's the thing too. In the regular system, when you go to have something checked out, and maybe you have a list of 3 things that you want to discuss with them, they will only discuss one and say, schedule another appointment. Where what we do, we want to know everything. We want to know all the symptoms of the whole body. So that way the dots can be connected, put together, getting to the root cause, finding out where those deficiencies are so your body can be supported in the right manner and start turning it around.
Right. Exactly. This is hard for people to understand. Very hard, very difficult. You know? It's the transformation of playing a cassette tape and then all of a sudden launching a streaming service.
That same woman who was asking about the rheumatoid arthritis, a couple of comments down, she said, "It's affecting my TMJ. I'm in a lot of pain. I was just Googling it, then this showed up on my Facebook feed."
Yeah.
So it sounds like she's fresh, cold, out of the blue.
Yeah. Read Medical Monopoly.
So to talk to the individual that's talking about TMJ, that's why I found Dr. Reese a couple of years ago, 2.5 years ago. I don't know how long it's been now. But my dentist was going to have me do a $14,000 procedure to fix my TMJ, and that wasn't even going to get to the root cause. Once I did head to toe healing, 70 days in the program, everything started to shift. All the pain started to go away. Never needed to do that procedure.
To me, the first thing I thought was, well, of course, no surprise that she has pain elsewhere in the body, because rheumatoid arthritis isn't a thing. There's a problem in the body, and it will show up in multiple places.
Right. That's right. Body is a unit. So, the quicker people get it, the quicker they can heal. And get out of this pain and get off these drugs.
Well, and when you look at the grand scheme of things, a lot of the people that are coming to see us or seek information, they've been around the block 4 decades, 5 decades, 6 decades, maybe longer. And to think of committing 1 year, 12 months to attempt head to toe healing, put your boots on the ground, get to the hard work. It's really not that long. It goes very quickly. And just listening to Jeanette earlier, she's been in the program 2 months and she's had significant changes. It's amazing. It baffles me all the time how incredible the changes are for people and how quickly it can happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another one of our members, Liz, is saying, I don't have to take sleeps at lunchtime anymore when I'm on double duty shifts. It's amazing. So no afternoon napping.
Right on. All right, well, it's 7 o'clock Eastern. For all the peekers and the seekers out there, go read Medical Monopoly or Peace Over Pain. Either one. Either one. Your choice. Then, hop on the phone with us. It's that simple. 2 steps. Boom, boom. But we don't want to hop on the phone if you haven't, if you can't read a book or listen to a book because you're not ready to heal. Yeah. So that's it for now.
And we will be live tomorrow, Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, with our new format where we've got 3 of us up there.
Yeah.
And, when somebody asks, what about rheumatoid arthritis or what about TMJ or what about whatever, we can give now each of the 3 perspectives in a full answer, right? The postural perspective, the mindfulness perspective, and the nutrition perspective. I think it's a pretty cool format there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've had a lot of good feedback with that.
Head to Toe Healing Live.
Ryan, are we carrying over?
We're not carrying over tonight. We're on a summer break for 2 more weeks. But Keith, I do need you to check your email. There's an email for you. And we've got to settle something.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
All right, guys. It's been a pleasure, really. Again, thank you for coming out last Saturday.
Thank you, Dr. Reese. I'm sitting here with my mom and a friend watching this and talking about your books.
Excellent.
I'm really interested.
Yes.
I'm really interested.
Telling them about the poor four foods. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all very much. And the recording of the event, we will post it in the membership for you guys to see, for those that couldn't make it. So should be done by next Tuesday. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Dr. Reese.